Moses. Moses is the most frequently mentioned of all the prophets spoken of in the Holy Quran, and the details of his life are dwelt upon to a much greater extent than the details of any other prophet's life. He is, moreover, the prophet to whom reference is made earliest in the Holy Book, in the chapter entitled Al-Muzammil, chronological order, of course, which stands third in the chronological order. Okay, I jumped the gun. The reason for giving so much importance to his history is also mentioned in Surah 73, 8-15. Surely we have sent to you a messenger, a witness against you, as we sent a messenger to Pharaoh. This verse points out the likeness of the Holy Prophet Muhammad to Moses, a likeness which Moses himself had pointed out in Deuteronomy 18, 15, and 18. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. The brethren of the Israelites were the Ishmaelites. Unto him ye shall hearken. ... I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth. We are told twice that the promised prophet, the like of Moses, shall appear from among their brethren. The people addressed here are the Israelites, and therefore their brethren could only mean the Ishmaelites. And actually, no Israelite prophet ever claimed to be the like of Moses. Up to the time of Jesus, we find the Israelites still awaiting the advent of the promised like for Moses, for John the Baptist was asked if he was Christ or Elias or that prophet. Revised version, the prophet. The reference in the margin being given to Deuteronomy 18, 15, and 18, nor did Jesus Christ ever say he was the like of Moses. And it actually has him saying the prophecy would be taken from the Israelites and given to the people around the rock in the corner. The Kaaba. Nor did Jesus Christ ever say he was like a Moses, and his apostles still awaited the fulfillment of that prophecy after Jesus' crucifixion. For Moses truly said unto his fathers, a prophet shall the Lord your God raise unto you of your brethren like unto me. Acts 3:22. It was only the revelation of the Holy Prophet, and it was one of the earliest, which pointed out a fulfillment of the prophecy of Deuteronomy 18, verses 15 and 18. In the advent of a prophet like Moses, this claim is made plainer still in the latter revelation. Have you considered if it is from Allah, and you disbelieve in it, and a witness from among the children of Israel as a born witness of one like him? Surah 46:10. The history of Moses begins with a revelation to his mother to cast the child into the river, where he is picked up by Pharaoh's people. Surah 28, 38, 39, 28, 7 and 8, and brought up by Pharaoh, 26:18. When grown up, he finds one day an Israelite being oppressed by an Egyptian and strikes the Egyptian with his fist in order to save the Israelite. The Egyptian is accidentally killed, and Moses, on being informed that he cannot expect any justice from the authorities, flies to Midian. Surah 28, 14 through 21 mentions that. There he meets Jethro, marries his daughter, and after 10 years goes back to Egypt. Surah 28, 22 through 29. On his way back, he is called to the office of a prophet. Surah 19, 52, 20, 11 through 14, 27, 8 and 9, 28, 30, 79, 15, and 16. And sees in a visionary state that his staff has become a serpent, and his hand is white. 20, 17 through 23, 27, 10 through 12, 28, 31, and 32. He is commanded to go to Pharaoh and demand the deliverance of the Israelites. 7, 103 to 130 to 105, 20, 46 through 48, 26, 15 through 17, 44, 18. He asks for a helper, Aaron his brother. 20, 25 through 35, 26, 12 through 14, 28, 33, and 34. Pharaoh has a discussion with him. 20, 47 through 55, 26, 18 through 31. A secret believer from among Pharaoh's people argues on behalf of Moses. Surah 40 at 28 through 45, Pharaoh demands signs, and the two signs of the staff and the hand are shown in 7, 106 through 108, 26, 32 and 33, 79, 20. Pharaoh calls to his aid the enchanters whose tricks do not avail aught against Moses, 7, 103 to 126, 10, 80 through 82, 20, 60 through 73, 26, 38 through 51, and they believe in him, 7, 120 and 121, 20, 70, 26, 46 through 48. Moses then shows other signs, 7, 130 and 133, 9 in all, 17, 101. Every time that distress befalls Pharaoh, he requests Moses to pray for its removal, promising to believe when it was removed, but fails to keep his promise, 7, 134 and 135, 43, 49, and 50. Moses exhorts his people to patience and prayer, 7, 128, 10, 84. He is ultimately commanded to leave Egypt and crosses the sea while Pharaoh and his host are drowned, 2, 57, 136, 10, 90, 20, 78, 26, 52 through 66, and then he retires to the mountain for 40 days to receive the law. 2, 51, 7, 142 through 145, 20, 83 and 84. And the Israelite leaders with him demand that God should be shown to them manifestly, 255. Moses prays to God that he may show himself to him, 743. A severe earthquake overtakes Moses and his companions, 743, 155, and they fall down in a state of swoon. Moses recovers, 743, and prays for his companions, 755, who were restored to their senses, 755 and 56. Moses is given the Torah, 742, 145. The book being revealed to him as books were revealed to other prophets, 253, 691. On return, he finds people worshiping the image of a calf which they had made in his absence during the directions of one called Samari. It coming from an ancient Egyptian word for caravan leader. 251, 750, 20, 86 through 90. Aaron had warned them of their error before the coming of Moses, but they did not give it up. 20, 90 and 91. The image is burned and the ashes are scattered in the sea. 2097. Moses orders his people to slaughter a cow, which they were unwilling to do, and obeyed the order after much quibbling. 67 through 71. His own people make false impressions against him. 33, 69, 61, 5. He asks his people to march on the Holy Land, but they refuse and are made to wander in the wilderness for 40 years. 5, 21 through 26. I have given some of the more important details of Moses' life. Many other details are met with, which the reader can see for himself. It would be noted there are here some very important differences with the Bible narrative. For instance, Moses is not being shown to be guilty of murder of the Egyptian, his death being only accidental. According to the Bible, Moses received the Torah in the form of tablets written by the hand of God, and the writing was written of God, graven upon the tablets. Exodus 32:16. According to the Holy Quran, the Torah was revealed to Moses in the same manner as books were revealed to other prophets, and as the Holy Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad. Surah 691 says, "Who revealed the book which Moses brought?" Surah 4, 163 and 164 says, "We have revealed to thee as we sent revelation to Noah and the prophets after him, and to Moses addressed his word speaking to him." There's dots, so are there missing words here? Again, according to the Bible, Moses in his anger broke the tablets on which the word of God was written, Exodus 32:19, and Exodus 34:1 describes how they were renewed, but the Quran says he only put them down and took them up again when his anger was calmed. Surah 7, 8, 150 and 154. The importance attached to Moses' life story is due to the fact of his likeness with the Holy Prophet Muhammad. Moses was both a lawgiver and a nation builder, and so was the Holy Prophet Muhammad to be. These two characteristics are not to be met with in any other Israelite prophet, and it would be seen that the details given above, as well as other details met with about Moses in the Holy Quran relate to one another of these two characteristics, more to the latter than to the former, but in both these capacities as a lawgiver and as a nation builder, the Holy Prophet Muhammad had to work on an immensely wider scale than Moses. The law of Moses was meant for a particular race, the Israelites, and even among them prophets appeared after Moses to meet the new needs and to effect the necessary alterations and abrogations. But the law given to the Holy Prophet Muhammad was meant for the whole human race and was made perfect, as he was the prophet for all nations and all times, no prophet appearing after him. This difference is repeatedly brought out in the Holy Quran. The following quotations serve only as an example. Surah 32, ayat 23 says, "And we indeed gave to Moses the book, and we made it a guide for the children of Israel." Surah 25, ayat 1 says, "Blessed is he who has sent down the discrimination upon his servant, that he might be a warner to the nations." Surah 68, ayat 52 says, "And it is not but a reminder for the nations." Surah 5, ayat 3 says, "This day have I perfected for you your religion and completed my favor to you." But, though the law is made perfect in the Holy Quran and no prophet appears after Holy Prophet Muhammad, yet to meet new needs, door is always open to work out the principles enunciated in the Holy Book and to deduce new laws from them to meet the requirements of the times. As a nation builder, the work of Moses occupies a very prominent place in his own life story as well as the history of the world. It was the very first message with which he was entrusted. Surah 26, ayat 16 and 17 says, "Go ye both to Pharaoh, and say, We are the messengers of the Lord of the worlds, that sent with us the children of Israel." The law was given to him long afterwards, and the work was, no doubt, one of the greatest difficulty, for the Israelites had been in a state of slavery to the pharaohs of Egypt for about 4 centuries. But great and important as Moses' work was, it was very limited in comparison to the work with which the Holy Prophet Muhammad was entrusted. He had to build a nation on quite a new principle, a nation not united by